And we have arrived. That certainly took a minute to load in, but we have arrived onto a tiny little island with a beached shipwreck and some bamboo. Well, I know roughly where I want to settle down and start things off from, but it's gonna take a bit of travelling time to get there. So whilst I make a start on that, I'm going to hand you over to a very smart, handsome and knowledgeable acquaintance of mine who'll give you a brief overview with what to expect in this new playthrough. For those of you who want to skip the whole Explainy Bit and get right to the MineColonies action, there will be timestamps somewhere on screen for you to do just that. Anyway, over to you, past Agita. Welcome everyone to Heaven and Hell 2. Our brand new MineColony series where we manage not just one, but two different colonies. One here on the Overworld and the other in the Nether. We've done this kind of playthrough before with our original Heaven and Hell series. In that world, the Overworld colony Heaven was created using the magnificent pagoda style. And Hell, the Nether colony, was created using a deceptively difficult, warped style. But we are leaving those styles in the past. Been there, done that. And for this playthrough, we're going with two completely new styles. Oh, Agita. Past Agita, I mean. Just before you do mention the two new styles, I just wanted to quickly tell you that I found some goodies and a treasure map in that shipwreck. The map even seems to lead somewhere close by. I'm gonna go dig it up and see what loot we get. I'll keep you updated. Sure. Yeah, you do that. Sorry about him, he's an idiot, what can I say? Anyway, for this playthrough, Heaven 2, the Overworld colony, will be created using the superbly stunning Shogun style. And Hell 2, the Nether colony, will be using the crazy complex Crimson Keep style. And I can already tell you, just even from my very short experience looking into the Crimson Keep style, that style, especially in the Nether, is going to be an absolute fun. I found that treasure. Was pretty much at the top of the sand. Had some okay stuff in it, our first diamond. And also, before I cut him off there, or cut me off there, he was going to say that the Crimson Keep is going to be an absolute f***ing nightmare to make. Yeah, I was. Well, congrats on your loot, man. That's certainly something we'll tell the grandkids. You still want me to keep on explaining stuff here, or go for it? You keep on explaining. I'm going to continue heading towards that big mountain. Although I do see a broken nether in front, and there's maybe a jungle temple behind it too, so I'm going to go raid those first. Okay, you go do that. So alongside the MineColonies mod, we also have a fair amount of other mods installed too. I'll not go through all of them, because I really can't be arsed reading through them all, but the main ones of note are Style Colonies and the Byzantine style for the new styles of colonies, Terralith and Tectonic for the Overworld terrain overhaul, Incendium for the Nether terrain overhaul, and Mystical Agriculture for help with resource gathering. We also have the usual favourite mods, which at this point I really just can't play without. But unfortunately, at least at the time of recording this bit, we don't have our beloved botany pots. I don't know if that mod has been updated and maybe available in the future. Older Agita, you got any of them botany pots? Nope, still no botany pots. And also, older Agita, really? It's been like 2 days since you recorded, my dude. Technically, still makes you older, you grumpy old git. What have you got in your hands? The waystone you mean? It's just a moss covered waystone. Looted it from that village over there. That's actually a really decent find this early on. Better than that treasure map loot. Yeah, I thought so too. I ransacked and murdered a few idiots in the village to get it. Managed to come away with some pretty nice loot as well. Enchanted iron tools. The ransacking and looting I get, but did you need to murder? To be fair, it was more accidental murder, if I'm being honest. I just wanted their beds, and they were in the way. Nah, that's totally understandable. These things happen. I wouldn't beat yourself up about it. No, I'm not. Well, I think I've pretty much covered everything we discussed I would. The two different colonies, two different styles, Shogun and Crimson Keep. some of the mods we're using. Anything else I had to mention? Did you give them the world seed for anyone wanting to play along? No, but I'll give you my seed. You are a f***ing idiot, you know that? No, I think that sounded like everything. I mean, I really wasn't paying all that much attention, but I think that's the main gist of things. So thank you, past Agita. You can piss off now. And with all of that nonsense now out of the way, we have arrived. So this is the starting area for Heaven, chosen for probably obvious reasons. The area is absolutely massive. Not only that, but it's relatively flat as well, so this is incredibly ideal for building a massive colony on. And also, just look at that view. Here's a little look at the world map, and we can see the world generation that Terralif has created. Damn, this is awesome. And I've just done a bit of a nerdy thing. I counted the amount of chunks between where we're standing, right down to this river here, and it's over 50 chunks away. We'd need to travel 50 chunks just to get down to the river. And now I've done an even nerdier thing. I've gone back to measure the distance of Heaven between the Civic Centre and the forestry area, which is about 40 chunks long. So we could fit the entirety of Heaven right into this area quite comfortably. Oh, but I need to stop. We do actually need to get into some mine colonies at some point. But damn, I love all of this. I'm just going to end up spending all of this episode just gushing about this world generation and the overall graphics here. But I mean, you really can't blame me, can you? And I've accidentally entered a cave system. Well, to start things off, we first of all are going to require a supply camp, which I was lucky enough to find one or two of them. And yes, we will be going for a supply camp for, well, obvious reasons. And no, I don't know why I have rabbit ears either. Anyway, supply camp. Let's see if we can find a relatively flat space to place it down on. Flat and out of the way, somewhere over here could work. A wanderer's mark, blah blah blah. Select a style and we will be going for the Shogun style for Heaven. Place supply camp. Horsey, get out of the way. So this is the Shogun style supply camp. Looks pretty interesting at first glance, and I think somewhere around here will probably just do it. Let's turn it around and bring it down. The gates here are the entrance to it, and I'm just going to make sure it sits nice and flush here. Yep, I think this will probably do it about there. There is a little block there that could cause some issues, but other than that, I think that looks okay. Let's see if we can go ahead with it. We've made an advancement for MineColonies. Hello, Horsey. And just as the sun is setting, I think we will come in and quickly sleep. Okay, grand. What do we have? There is an iron scimitar there, a bow and a fishing rod. Some food items and quite a bit of trees, which is good. Some saplings there. And some other blocks here as well, which is good. We will be able to rip down everything within the camp, and we can use it as we wish. A name tag. Deco builds HQ, racks are saved. I have no idea what that means, but there's our build tool and town hall block. Oh, and a clipboard. And did you get trapped in here, little horsey? Sorry about that. There's a lead though. With another storage rack, and it has some food items in it. Fair enough. Up the stairs, we have a block of iron and a sign. Shady was here. Nothing on the next floor, and the very top, we have a sniffer egg. Oh, sniffers right from the get-go. Look at this view. Oh man, I am going to love this so much. Right, let's deposit some of this garbage here and give ourselves some room. And I think we'll take out all of these saplings here and we'll see about growing some of them to begin with. I've also just noticed this armor stand here with some items that we will take. I think we'll also place down one of the waystones, and this will be for Heaven. Right, let's get some wood planted then, and that will grow over time. And I've just realised these are normal saplings, not dynamic tree saplings. Yeah, I think that's okay for now. We'll maybe change those over to dynamic trees once we get some resources from them. But let's actually place down the town hall then. We'll use the build tool, of course. So it's a fundamental building, and there's a few items there, but we're looking for the town hall. And this is the Shogun style town hall at level 1. Already I see acacia and birch items required for it. In fact, because this is a new version of MineColonies, we can see a resource scroll before we place a building down. So yep, pretty much a lot of acacia and birch required for it. That's absolutely fine. What will this then look like at level 5? Oh, damn, this is going to be a very intrinsic building style, and I am absolutely all for it. Although, which way is the entrance to the build? Is it this side? Or is it this side? This back end here seems to be a bit more open, so I guess that's not it. Whatever the case, I think I found an alright location for it. Just look at that backdrop it's going to have. Yep, we'll stop gushing. Let's go with it. Settlement Covenant for Heaven. Technically Heaven 2, but I think we'll just go with Heaven. Let's sign it. And soon idiots should start spawning in. We are going to need a builder's hut next. Although before we do set anything like that up, let's maybe change this over to... is that a red? Yes, indeed, there is a red. And citizen style, what are we going for? East Asian sounds absolutely fine. And our very first idiot, Promise, who is wanting to give me some guidance. Nope, colony master and all that jazz. Let's get a builder's hut up next, which we are going to need some wood. And I'm now starting to see the sheer distance I'm going to need to travel just between the supply camp and the town hall. At least some of the trees are now sprouting. So the builder's hut is nice and easy to craft, and I see by that text was red now, so that's what that colony colour does. Yep, I don't really like the red. The builder's hut is yet another fundamental build, and here's what that then looks like at level 1. More of a long build than a wide one, although there is quite a lot of items required even just for level 1. Again, mainly acacia and some birch items. And at level 5, the building is certainly a lot better. I really like the red material. I'm going to assume that's some form of concrete. I don't know if I can even check that out here at the moment. I think the red blocks are a mixture of acacia, red terracotta, red concrete, and mangrove blocks. So that'll be interesting to get to eventually, but for now, let's just place down the level 1 builder's hut. I assume this is the entrance to it here because we go through the hut, although we do have some stairs there. Well, at some point we get a post box and a stash, so I'm going to take it that this is the front of the build, and that looks good enough placement there. We can always deconstruct and remove it if we're not happy with it, but let's quickly sleep before any mobs spawn in, and then we will understand a quick guide, and Promise has become the builder for it. Let's actually construct this build, and I may as well then hook the clipboard up to this colony. Perfect. We will need a resource scroll as well, which means I need leather. I've got leather back at the supply camp, so I'll see you guys in a few years once I return. Alrighty then, Promise. I guess you're looking for some wooden tools. There you are. And on your resource scroll, I do already see a lot of acacia and some birch items there, plus a bit of cobblestone. I actually haven't mined up any cobblestone yet. Oh, also, I can't remember if we planted any birch across the way, although I do see plenty of the stuff just over in the other forest. That's fine, we'll get over there once I get myself some cobblestone, and I think we'll grab some iron bastum here as well before you come blow things up, you nasty bugger. Okay, that's amples of cobblestone then for you. In fact, why don't you take them all in? Asking for things like cobblestone extra shingles this early on with acacia planks is actually quite a big ask for level 1. Normally these architect cutter items don't really make an appearance until level 2 or level 3, which tells me that this style is going to be really difficult to make, and bring it. I love a challenge. That's good, some of our acacia has grown, so we'll grab those. And blue and pink dye for absolute days. Purple or magenta as well, plus some birch. Oh, I didn't realise there was a bee nest in that. Sorry bees. Did I install the sawmill mod in this? I don't think I did, but we can make ourselves a sawmill from the productive trees mod at least. I don't know if that works the same way or not, but I need some iron. I've got some iron. Nope, I don't think that works the way I thought it was going to, but it will turn logs into planks, I believe. Eventually, at least. 6 planks and sawdust from that. I think that's more planks than we get normally, so okay. I'll just need to make the acacia fences by myself then, unfortunately. I was hoping to use a sawmill for that. We are gonna need a lot of acacia for these builds, so what I hopefully can do here is make a bucket of dirt. There we are, a dirt bucket, and we'll turn the acacia saplings into our dynamic acacia saplings, then plant a few of those around, which over time should sprout, grow and spread by themselves without me having to come out and plant more. We will need an architect's cutter for the build itself, +1 to make up all of these architect cutter items here, which the supply camp does have. Oh, handy stone cutter, didn't see that. So cobblestone extra shingles are cobblestone extra and acacia planks. Cobblestone extra should be 5 of these blocks, yes. So we'll make up a couple of those. And as for the slabs themselves, I think there should be one for vanilla blocks. Indeed there is. We'll take those off, and there's the slabs. I know we do have the architect's cutter here, but I think I might keep that within the supply camp, and I'll just make up my own architect's cutter. Oh, hello chap, I would rather not. Nice to see that those guys are spawning in around here. I wonder if there's an outpost. I really don't like the way that they chase after you. Oh, for f***'s sake, you are relentless. Could you just piss off? We've got colonies to build here, not deal with idiots like you. I've got other idiots to deal with. Well, that was everything I've made for you so far. Still a little bit to go. And what's your problem there? Polished andesite. Sure, I'll go get you some andesite. Was really hoping to just find some exposed on the outside, but I may go into that little cave system because that's plenty of andesite there. And also that zoom is hell of a large zoom. Is that even a thing? I have no idea what I was trying to say there. Anyway, a mountain of andesite, don't mind if I do. Didn't really want to break that much either, although there is a cave system right behind this, with something down the bottom there. While the deep dark is behind it, whatever it is, I think it's a little mining setup. I'll come back for that. I would also like some inferium ore. We'll need to start growing that soon. Yeah, you know what, actually, let's just grab this right now. So we're just needing a bit more acacia now, stripped acacia to be precise, which these trees are unfortunately taking a little bit of time to grow. In the meantime though, I can make up the last of the blocks we need, so long as I have more birch than that. And I think we may have a problem. Well, unless they just quietly pass by. Yeah, sure, just you come use my camp. I think I'll just remain silent up here till they do pass. Well, Promise now has everything she needs to build the builder's hut, with exception of the stripped acacia stuff. And we are looking not too bad so far actually. What percentage are we at? 42. I just installed a really stupid mod which should help us grow these trees. Yeah, I think that worked. So if I just shift beside the tree, then it should grow a little bit each time. Yeah, this is stupid enough that it should work. Oh, sticky keys. But if we squat nice and gently beside it, well, eventually this tree will grow quicker, plus everything else by the looks of it. And before we know it, we have enough to make our stripped acacia wood panels. And I made the wrong f***ing ones. Mistake rectified, and the builder now has everything they require to get their builder's hut up. We are now over 60% done with the build. Really detailed blocks that are required just at level 1. Yeah, these are going to get really complicated quite quick, I reckon. I don't suppose we have enough spare materials to maybe even make a start on the town hall here. Well, maybe actually. Looks to be pretty much the same materials. Let's build that as well. Well, after she finishes off this, which really won't take her too long. We're now 90% done with it. And there it is. Perfect. Build a builder building. Let's see if we can quickly build the town hall as well then. I think we do have most of the materials for it. Well, maybe not. We only had enough to supply her with 8% of the amount. But if we could get our trees growing nice and quick, then I could definitely supply her with the rest pretty quickly here, I reckon. Back to more squatting then. Oh, great. Hello guys. I think the gate might keep them out. We will see. I don't trust anything. Nope, it sure didn't. And better news though, we're now 40% supplied for the town hall, but we are now requesting in 309 dirt to continue. I'm just gonna get as far away from the colony as I can. Oh, I didn't notice there was another village down here. Yep, we're just gonna go away from the colony as far as we can, and we'll dig some dirt over here so that we don't interfere with terraforming. And that should be all of the dirt we'll need. Now, just to get out of this hole. And it's raining. Of course it is. I think we'll maybe find shelter in one of these builds here. Not the stables, but somewhere down here, I think. Yes, before the skeletons come out and shoot me to death. I think we'll maybe grab some of these hay bales here too, just for some easy wheat and therefore bread. Alright, grand. At least some form of stable food source for the moment. And I believe that should be the builder, now 100% supplied. 100% supplied, but only 30% done so far. And I see why we needed so much dirt. I thought I had placed this one block further down. Clearly not. I should probably look into making some goggles then actually. Some builder goggles. So I can see exactly what she's going to be doing. That's fairly simple to make, so long as I have sand to make the glass panes, which of course I don't. Although there is a beach very close by actually. I say very close by, and yet this is still going to take quite some time just to get down here. So that's glass now being made for us, and I swear I did come across a block of gold somewhere. Oh well, gold ingots and nuggets is what I need. And with the glasses on, we can now see the blueprint of the building that she's making, as well as which blocks she's currently placing down. We are now 60% done with this build. Holy crap. Why are they so fast? Yes, as I was saying, 60% done with it. And once we do get the build up, that at least will be some protection for our idiots. Till we get up some housing, or the tavern. I have no idea what he said. And at level 5, the placement of this building at least looks as if it makes a bit more sense. Those stone stairs take you up onto the first floor, I'm reckoning. Yeah, I'm sure it'll work out as we upgrade these builds. I zoned out for a minute there, but we are now 90% done with the upgrade. 94% actually. We are just putting in the final roof touches, and I think that should be all of the roofing now done, so we'll do a bit of tidying up. Then the torches should come into play. Yes, there they are. And the centerpiece. Excellent, there's the town hall. I still think this is a really beautiful location for it. Okay, grand, we have made some progress with heaven. We now have the supply camp, my temporary home, the very first builder's hut, and the first basic shelter with the town hall. Still loads more of the basics to go, but we're off to a great start.